This is Project 17 in Microsoft Access. We're going to start by keeping open our Microsoft Office folder from the desktop, and we're going to double click on our Access icon. Now we're going to click one time on this icon that you see here called Blank Desktop Database, just one time, and click your small folder button to tell the computer where to save your file. And let's go to Desktop, Parker Shortcut. Yours might automatically default into the Parker Shortcut. Your class period folder, your student folder, and we're going to call it Reformers with your initials. Hit OK and create. It automatically defaults us into a table, and we are going to choose the Design View button right here, and we can hit the arrow and choose Design View. Immediately, it asks us what we would like to save our new table as, and we will type in Famous Reformers, and we'll hit OK. The first thing that we need to make sure that we do is to click on this small key right here in the primary key, and we are going to click the primary key button to take off that primary key so that it doesn't stop us from putting the same information into this field. Then we'll be able to click on ID and we can start to change it. So we are going to type the information just like it looks on page 426 in your book. So the first field name we're going to change from ID. We're going to change it to first name. Notice that there is no space between the words first name. And we're going to change the data type to text, which if you think about, actually we're going to change it to short text. If you think about a text message, anything that can be included in a text message can be included in the data type for text. Next we have middle name, and that one's going to be short text. Last name, and when I hit tab, it automatically tries to put short text in there, which is what I want. Born, and even if I click down below born, it automatically puts short text in. Died. If I hit the down arrow, it puts short text in. Concern. Source 1 and source 2. Now, in our book, it tells us that we want source 1 is actually going to be, so I'm clicking in the data type for source 1, it needs to be a hyperlink, which is also called a website. And source 2 is going to stay text, short text, but also I want to go down here to the bottom and I'm going to click in this default value box and I'm going to type in the following: quotation mark, the reformers at infoplease.com. Now what this means is that as soon as you see in the other view, excuse me, as soon as you see in the other view, automatically every single box underneath source 2 in your table is automatically going to have the text, the reformers at infoplease.com. Now, and all of that information is on page 426. And now we are going to keep our primary key right here on first name. And we are going to hit the save button at the top, the purple save button. And now we are going to go back to the view arrow and choose data sheet view. And now you can see this is how our table looks. Just like a table in Excel or
in Microsoft Word, you are able to type information into this box or these boxes. Now we are going to close the smaller lower X, and it asks if we want to save changes, and we hit yes if necessary. And actually what is happening is because we had first name as the required, it was a requirement having that primary key, it didn't want to close it without me typing something in, but that's okay. Now we're going to go up to the top and go to the Create tab, and here's where we can create, and it's all kinds of wizards that we can use. We're going to go and go up to the top, and we're going to click on the Form button, and it automatically creates a form for us. And we are going to go to the Save button first off. And so what do we want to save our form as? We're going to call it Famous Reformers Data Entry Form, and hit OK. And you'll notice it comes up over here. And we're going to go to the View tab, or the View button, excuse me, and click on Form View. Now this gives us the ability to type information into the form, and the form will send whatever we type in directly into our table. So let me show you what I mean. I'm going to type in the first piece of information, Jane, and we don't have a middle name, so we'll skip that one, and type Adams with 2 D's, born in 1860, died in 1935, and concern was poverty. And then down here at the bottom, we can click the Next Record button, and that will take us to the next blank form that we can fill out. If I go over here to my table that's called Famous Reformers and double click on it, the information that you just typed in using your form, here's my form, here's my table. I typed in my information using my form, and it went directly into my table. Now you can type in on page 431, there are lots and lots of records that you need to type in, and you can continue using this form and your Next Record button right down here, or you can type your information by typing it directly into the table. That option is up to you. You can decide which one you'd like to do, but you must type all of the records on page 431. As soon as you've finished typing all of those records, then go to the next video.